Degrassi was a show that wasn't afraid to leave audiences on the edge of their seats, or with a lump in their throats. From untimely deaths
Eli,
don't look!
To unfortunate timing.
Out! Now!
The students of Degrassi High have endured it all. That's why in this video, we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most shocking moments from Degrassi The Next Generation. Before we dive in, if you're a fan of Degrassi, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell. Number 10. Spinner gets cancer. Season 7 of Degrassi The Next Generation started well for Gavin Spinner Mason, once known as a bit of a bully.
ow!
Spinner had come a long way in the eyes of his classmates and the audience, a fact that was no clearer than in the beginning of the season's two-parter, Death or Glory. Riding the high of saving Toby from yet another lunchtime encounter with Johnny's gang, in a frankly badass fashion, Spinner's celebration was doomed to be short-lived when he began to experience some severe abdominal pain. Initially choosing to deny the problem,
There's something wrong. That's my point. And your theory about being backed up is stupid, okay?
Yeah, you're stupid. Shut up.
Spinner finally decided to go to the doctor and get checked out. And, after being left to anxiously wait for test results, it wasn't long before he was called back into the hospital to hear the news he'd been dreading.
I'm sorry, you have testicular cancer. Now, I know it's quite a shock for a man as young as yourself, but I want to assure you that testicular cancer is among the most treatable forms of cancer, with full remission in nearly 90% of cases.
Although the cancer later went into remission, this revelation left usually self-assured and confident Spinner spiraling, and the fans of the show absolutely speechless. Number 9. Casey and Jenna give up Tyson for adoption. Casey and Jenna's relationship had always been a tumultuous one from the start, where it stemmed from a brief love triangle whilst Casey was with Claire.
I want a hug and twirl too, or at least a kiss.
When I know what I want, I go after it.
But things only got more dramatic for the couple when Jenna found out that not only was she pregnant,
Oh crap.
but that she was too far along for an abortion to be an option.
I didn't think for one second you'd actually consider having the baby.
The doctor said an abortion would be risky.
How far along are you?
Almost 5 months.
A revelation that ultimately led to Casey leaving Jenna to deal with the baby alone.
I can't be involved.
What? You're gonna make me go through this alone?
Whilst the two eventually rekindled their romance and committed to being the best parents they could be for their baby, unfortunately, once baby Tyson came along, Jenna and Casey realized that things were going to be a lot harder than they had planned for.
Ty! Oh my gosh! Ty, it's okay, it's okay.
Good news, Ty's going to be okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
But I have no choice but to file a report to Child Services.
But we didn't do anything wrong. It was an accident.
I'm sorry, it's policy.
The situation only got more dire when Jenna learned that Casey had been cheating on her.
Look, something happened, but I ended it.
I'm at home, depressed, missing my life, while you run around with Marisol? This is all your fault.
My fault? You're the one who pretended you weren't pregnant until it was too late.
You know, I was trying to make something of myself. Music is my life, and I've even had to give that up.
Well, you managed to get back to it long enough for Ty to fall off the change table. God forbid you put your guitar down for 2 seconds.
And the two eventually decided that the best thing they could do for baby Tyson was to give him up for adoption. Although it proved to be the best solution for everyone, given how far the couple had come on their journey towards parenthood, the harsh realities of raising a child as a teenager and difficult conclusion to their relationship came as a painful shock to fans, who had rooted for the couple to succeed all along. Number 8. Craig's dad dies. When Craig Manning arrived at Degrassi in Season 2, it was clear he was going to make quite a splash amongst his classmates.
I'm not blind, just
Hey, boys. Who's the new guy?
directionally challenged.
Hey, cutie.
But also clear from Craig's very first moments in Degrassi were the difficulties he was dealing with at home from his abusive father.
When I say 6 o'clock, I don't care how great the light is, you're home. Do you understand me?
a situation that only got worse when Craig began reconnecting with his stepfather, Degrassi High alumni, Joey Jeremiah.
I don't know why, but he doesn't want you hanging out with me or with Ange. He's made that radically clear.
Are you looking for something?
What are you doing?
What are you... Are you looking for something? Work my ass off for you. What do I get in return? I get this!
By the end of the episode, Craig had thankfully escaped his dad. However, his dad would continue to have a huge effect on his life throughout the show, and no more so than in the Season 2 finale, Tears Are Not Enough. Here, Craig's dad reappeared and attempted to reconnect with him after being away for several months.
Dad?
With the promise that he'd change his abusive ways.
You leaving was a huge wake-up call for me. I got myself into anger management, and I've gotten better. I've gotten a lot better.
Craig began to believe him, and the two renewed their relationship until inevitably, it all came crashing down.
Craig, I'm so sorry. It'll never happen again?
As if this tragic period of false hope wasn't painful enough for Craig, it only got worse the next day, when police arrived with the news that his father had died in a car crash.
Dad had an accident last night.
He's in the hospital?
No, sit. He didn't make it.
Leading Craig down this hopeful path, only to take any chance of ever having a good relationship with his father away from him, was truly shocking for him and the audience, and left Craig to navigate the complex emotions that come with losing someone he both loved and hated.
Craig, you and your father had a complicated relationship.
Yeah, he beat me. Not gonna do that again now, is he? I'm happy, Joey. I'm really happy. Because he's dead.
Number 7. Eli crashes Morty. Eli Goldsworthy was the Shakespeare of Degrassi's 2013 class. Known for being a creative, Eli was always writing and had a bit of a romantic streak, especially with on-again, off-again love interest Claire. However, combined with his unpredictable and sometimes manipulative nature, this often had disastrous results, though never more so than when he destroyed his beloved hearse, Morty. Since he first arrived at Degrassi, Eli's car, Morty, had been a perfect indication of his style and very important to him.
I think they're dead.
But after Claire spotted a gun in the trunk and canceled their plans for a road trip,
heading to Bloomington tonight.
You're still going?
Yeah, and you should come with me like we planned, our little adventure.
I told you.
Eli thought he needed to make a grand romantic gesture to win Claire back.
I'll get rid of it.
Eli, you love that car.
I love you.
And so he crashed Morty in an attempt to prove his love.
What did you do?
I crashed Morty. You hated it.
But you could have died.
It was worth it, though.
The fact that this had the opposite effect was not shocking, but that Eli would make such a dangerous and destructive gesture certainly left viewers stunned and concerned for his mental health.
I can't be around you.
No, don't leave me, please.
I'm sorry. Hey, but I can't.
Number 6. Marco comes out. Marco Del Rossi had been a favorite since his first appearance at Degrassi High in Season 2. And over the subsequent seasons, fans watched as Marco not only struggled with his sexuality, but went to great lengths to hide it.
What, distracted by Dr. Sally's advice on boy love?
Spinner, shut up, okay?
It was a joke, dude.
I hate fags, okay? What they do makes me sick.
For a while, he dated Ellie, his best friend, who had agreed to help him hide his secret.
You guys can be officially jealous of me now.
Jealous of what?
Of you two and your extended bathroom break Friday night.
You should be totally jealous.
But in Season 3, after meeting Paige's brother, who is also gay, sparked some conversation amongst his friends.
It's stupid, okay? But Dylan thinks that Marco might be gay.
What? No, he's been with Ellie.
Like Dylan never dated girls before he came out?
Marco's world comes crashing down in his now iconic scene with Spinner.
Because what? Because I'm gay.
Whilst this did prove to be a vital step in Marco and his friends accepting who he really was, the sudden nature of his coming out and Spinner's initial reaction left fans speechless.
Marco's gay?
Yeah.
So what are you gonna write next? Something about me being black?
Number 5. Adam dies. Adam Torres was introduced in the show's 10th season, as the show attempted to tackle its first transgender storyline.
The guy need me. Low blow.
Oh man, I hate it when that happens. Hurts so bad.
A female-to-male transgender teenager, Adam moved to Degrassi to escape transphobic bullying.
Gracie! Gracie Torres!
Wait, aren't you Torres?
I meant Adam Torres.
Whilst the journey to being accepted at Degrassi wasn't easy for Adam, he found friends who accepted him for who he really was quickly.
I'm a guy, like 100% dude. But I was born in a girl's body.
Cool. Hold the phone. Does this mean I can't let one rip in front of you?
Eli, I'd be insulted if you didn't.
And his loyalty, wit, and overall good nature firmly held him in the hearts of the audience.
That was very generous of you.
That's me, Mr. Generosity.
So fans were heartbroken when Adam crashed whilst texting his girlfriend Becky. Even more shocking, Adam's prognosis seemed to initially be positive, giving fans hope he'd survive.
You guys can fix him, right?
That's the plan. But first we need to operate.
Adam's a fighter.
I know.
But ultimately, his injuries proved to be too severe, and he passed away in season 13's Honey. It's always terrible when a lovable character dies, but as well as being a great character, Adam also shined a light on very important issues.
These past few years, I've lived more than I ever thought I could. I went to Degrassi as a new person, myself, and I hit on the hottest girl, Bianca. Well, that was before my brother was with her. And then I fell for the perfect one.
Which meant it was all the more painful when he was gone.
Hi, Adam Torres. I love you.
Number 4. Paige is raped. The head cheerleader, Paige was smart, sassy, and above all, endlessly happy and positive.
What's the difference between a North Park cheerleader and a bag of trash?
I don't know, what?
Trash gets taken out more often.
So when in season 2, she met Dean Walton, a cool 17-year-old soccer player from a rival school, she thought she had it made.
Paige Michael Jack.
Let me guess. Cheerleader.
Head cheerleader, but we call it Spirit Squad.
Unfortunately, whilst out at a party with Dean, it was revealed that he wasn't all he appeared to be, as he lured the 14-year-old Paige into a bedroom and forced himself on her.
Just take it slow, okay? Dean, I said slow.
This moment left audiences stunned and heartbroken for Paige, who lived in fear and refused to tell anyone what had happened.
Don't touch me. Don't ever touch me.
Why not? Everybody else does.
He didn't stop. He wouldn't stop.
Even worse, when she eventually stood up to Dean and went to the authorities, viewers were left dazed when, in an all-too-real reflection of reality, Dean got off scot-free.
Given that there are no eyewitnesses and no physical evidence, I have no choice but to find the defendant not guilty. Mr. Walton, you are free to go.
Although Paige developed into a strong woman and was able to move on, even destroying Dean's car in the process, this experience forever changed her and left the audience reeling. Number 3. Manny gets an abortion. Manny Santos was one of the most loved original cast members of Degrassi The Next Generation, Popular, adorable, and a natural performer, she seemed to have it all. That is, of course, until she slept with Craig, who was in a relationship at the time.
When we... Did you use a condom?
What?
Realizing she may be pregnant, Manny confided in original Degrassi teen mom Spike.
Spike, I think I'm pregnant.
Only to have her worst fears confirmed. Manny was tempted to try being a teen mom, but after facing some of the realities head-on, decided that the best thing for her, Craig, and their future was to have an abortion.
I've thought about it, and I can't go away. I can't be pregnant. I can't be a mom yet. What else can I do? You're gonna be a great dad, and someday I hope I'll be a mom. But now isn't someday yet.
Facing these tough choices as a teenager made for difficult viewing, but tackling such a controversial topic in such a detailed and real way is what really left an impact on the audience.
Everybody feels differently. Lots of women cry a little. Many feel relieved. As long as you're sure of your decision, then
I'll be okay.
Number 2. Jimmy gets shot. One of the most well-known Degrassi characters, Jimmy Brooks, played by Aubrey Graham, aka Drake, had quite a journey throughout his time on the show. The school basketball star, Jimmy was the rare blend of popular cool kid and genuine good guy since day one.
Oh yeah, who's the man? You're looking at him. Degrassi Panthers, Jimmy Brooks is on the prowl.
But things took a turn for the worse for Jimmy in Season 4's Time Stands Still. After holding a very understandable grudge against Rick for what he did to Terry at the end of the previous year.
Rick, you're hurting me. You're not going. You're not. You're not. You're not.
Jimmy decided that all the bullying of Rick had gone too far, and it was time to move on.
You got something on your shirt. That's just weak. Grow up.
Unfortunately for Rick, who had endured a significant amount of humiliation, not everyone agreed with Jimmy, and so, just as Rick was riding the high of winning a quiz competition, he was humiliated more than ever. Mistakenly believing that the prank was Jimmy's doing, Rick brought his father's gun to school and shot Jimmy.
You set the whole thing up.
Rick, come on, I defended you. Is that real?
The whole time you pretended to be my friend. You made me do this.
Leaving him paralyzed. Although he'd later go on to pursue his musical talents, this now iconic moment left Jimmy's future sporting career and his life in pieces, and viewers' jaws on the floor. Number 1. JT dies. James Tiberius York, or JT, was a firm favorite of all Degrassi fans from his very first moments on the show.
Mickey Hickey Wampum, Mickey Hickey Yap, Mickey Hickey Wigwam, North Creek Summer Camp.
A natural class clown who was loved by all, JT could always be relied upon to inject some happiness and humor into any scene or situation. So when he was fatally stabbed by Lakehurst students whilst leaving Liberty's birthday party, fans couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Uh-huh. You guys slay me with your humor.
Yeah, mascot boy? Laugh at this.
To make matters even more tragic, JT died in the arms of Liberty, his longtime love interest, whom he had recently realized he wanted to get back together with.
It was right before he died. The thing about oatmeal, he meant Liberty. I'm sorry, Mia, but he still liked her.
Because of how loved he was, JT's death shook the entire Degrassi class to their core, and they chose to erect a memorial in his honor. But the sudden and senseless nature of his death just served to make it more shocking and painful for characters and fans alike.
See you in your dreams.
You know it.
So, there you have it. Those were our picks for the top 10 most shocking moments from Degrassi The Next Generation. Do you agree with our picks? Or did we miss one of your favorites?
Something's never changed.
Let us know in the comments below.
You can cry if you want, but I'm not giving you a hug.